Hi everyone, I'm Monica Taylor, and welcome back to another card tutorial at Tailor Made Cards for You. The holidays are always fun times for crafters. Not only do we get to start creating for Christmas and Halloween, but we also get to work with some of the new products from some of our favorite designers. I'm going to be sharing with you this canvas I created with some of Tim Holtz's new washi tape for the Halloween season. I'm also going to be using an old stamp set, which is called the Traveler, and I'm also going to be working with some of his new ephemera from his Halloween release. I'm also going to be sharing with you this vintage distress collage medium, which not only works as a great adhesive but also an aging technique. Walnut stain is also one of my staples when I am creating vintage inspired media, and as you can see, it is great for aging some of our ephemera. Now this particular stamp is actually from the Traveler set, and prior to coming on screen I went ahead and I stamped it and colored it using some of my Copic markers. My Halloween stamp sets haven't yet arrived, but I thought this Traveler would work great as he does look like a pharmacist. And my theme for this collage is a spooky Halloween pharmacist. The ephemera that I'm working with is not only from Tim Holtz, but it's also from a company that I designed for called Victoria Designs. They create wonderful vintage inspired ephemera which you can print out and use not only for your cards but also for your mixed media. Now this layering technique is probably by far my favorite style of crafting. I love using ephemera to create scenes not only on my cards but on my canvases as well. I find it interesting that you can have two artists working with exactly the same product and come up with two entirely different scenes. I've often compared my canvas making to putting together a puzzle. I'll have all my pieces laid out on the table, and I'll start out by putting all the edges together. That typically is my canvas. And then once I have all of my ephemera, I'll move it around, see what fits, walk away, come back, move it around a little bit more, and I'll continue to do this until I have the perfect picture. Typically when I have all of my ephemera laid out, I'll take a picture of it, and then I'll take everything off my canvas to start the gluing process. Now prior to the release of the vintage collage medium, I used to use Mod Podge to adhere my ephemera down to my canvas, but with this new release of this medium, it is by far probably one of the best products out there for working with vintage ephemera. Not only does it adhere it perfectly to your canvas and also your cards, but it will distress it along the way. So you don't have to go back and add any walnut stain, you don't have to add any of your crayons. It really does give it that vintage tinge while you're creating. Now of course you'll see as we go along in the video, I did actually come back with some crayons because the crayons will actually smear a little bit when you're using it with the collage medium. And when I'm creating vintage inspired projects, I like imperfection. As Tim would say, embrace imperfection, right? And his product is wonderful for that. It helps you get to that point where it is a perfect picture. You don't have to be a famous artist. You don't have to have a lot of skill. You just have to play. And I think that's what I love about creating and crafting, is it's a release and it enables you to actually just take a breath and create. So now that I've shared with you my philosophy on crafting, I'm going to go ahead and let you listen to some music while I finish up this collage, and then I'll be back to share with you some exciting news for some upcoming videos. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed my creative process in creating this Halloween canvas. I've provided a list of all the products that I've used below, along with the links to the stores. In the next few weeks, I'll be working on several Halloween cards using a lot of the products and techniques that I showed you today. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on my 7 Days of Halloween series that will be coming sometime next month. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again next time.